So, back with the second round of quarterfinals here, we have Euro Kriska versus MJ and Hepta versus Gunter. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
European Tetris.
You did say thumbs up plural, and Hepta, and with the help of Akatu, definitely supplying.
They obliged.
Lots of love for Euro Kriska in the chat. Euro Kriska has quite the TikTok following as a Game Boy Tetris player. Bit of a micro celebrity, if you will.
Yeah, he has over 200 max outs under his belt at this point. So definitely a seasoned player. He's also our silver medalist for the last two competitions. So he's come in second place both times. Hoping not to repeat that. I mean, can if you can, but he's going for that number one spot. He knows what's at stake.
And he's against MJ, who is a veteran player of our community, one of the community's co-founders on Discord.
Yes.
And a very talented player who has some of the fastest high score tapping games that we've seen so far. So definitely a high-powered match up there. And downstairs we have Hepta, a very talented player, one of our best, playing mirror strats against our first world champion, Gunter.
Yeah, if you see that slanted reflection there, that's him playing in a mirror, so the image is inverted to his preference of playstyle on that. He's actually kind of playing backwards.
It's actually so that he can get assistance from Mirror Hepta.
Yeah. In the alternate universe where he
It's
wins.
a seance.
So up top, we got 90,000 Euro Kriska to MJ's 38,000, but with a pretty big line differential between them, 39 lines to 17. Down at the bottom, we got 46,000 for Hepta. Gunter following up with 29,000. Bit of a blocked well situation going on there.
Euro Kriska, of course, a big fan of the best of fives all around here, because he does play it fast and loose here, which can lead him into some early trouble sometimes. So having a best of three isn't exactly good for him, so best of five is going to help him out a lot today.
He's also, I believe, the only player in these finals using the Thor grip with his thumbs, just hyper tapping those monstrous muscular thumbs he's got there. And it works well for him. We've got a couple players who use that strategy, but that's the classic Game Boy grip, so you'll see him using that.
Yes, he's a fan of the best of five. He's a fan of playing a good old DMG Game Boy with thumbs, and he's a fan of that down button. All the players pretty much tied in lines in their respective games, but Euro Kriska already at 60 lines with 145,000 points.
Euro Chris, of course, with that beautiful wood-grained Game Boy.
Yeah. It looks like he's, I don't know if that's a black one, but he's also got a brown interceptor to complete the ensemble.
It's also interesting the way these games are stacking up with Hepta being on the left as well as Euro Kriska, because Hepta is one of our best stackers, a self-described pace head and stacking expert. Like they're big into all the Tetris puzzles and all that, well known for it. And meanwhile, Euro Kriska's style definitely works for him, but he breaks all the rules. He is a Tetris maverick.
Yeah.
And one of our strongest players, but it is very fun to see some very classically awesome stacking right beneath Euro Kriska, breaking every rule in the book.
Possibly one of the best improvisers too. You can see he goes for those center well dirty Tetrises like they're nothing. Like it's just all part of the plan, which it very well is, but he just makes it look so natural when a lot of players do struggle with that.
Well, that's the secret to his play style. He sees stuff and he goes for it, and he knows the game really, really well. So when his when he tries risky things, they don't work out. He's really good at getting out of those scrapes so he can get back to scoring.
Speaking of scoring, he's at 209 or 222,000 to MJ's 138,000. But MJ
Now, of
fires
course,
back
150.
Yeah, but again, almost a double line differential pace-wise between them. But Euro Kriska transition now 235 as it starts to speed up. Downstairs, we got neck and neck pretty much in lines and pace, 134,000 Hepta to Gunter's 145,000. Gunter works to clear out that well. Getting Tetris ready, clearing out that dependency at the same time. Very nice, as he does take his next Tetris, which will keep his lead there at 159,000 points.
Gunter, of course, the dark horse of the first CTWC Game Boy back in 2023.
Yes. I believe he seeded second last, and he ended up just pulling it off in a true underdog story. Was it?
Absolutely.
I don't know if it was.
Yeah, the
Gunter
level
is
of
not known. Yeah.
the level of consistency from Gunter is beyond anything we usually see.
Yeah, well, that's what I was getting at. It's like Gunter is not known as a high-scoring player. One of the lowest seed, in fact, the lowest seed to qualify and still be in the top 8. But he's a really good competitive player, really knows how to keep his head, do the work, and play consistently.
Yeah, pure focus in that man's face right now. And every time he competes, he just totally dials in. Nothing can distract him. Not even our wacky commentation. But we try.
We do our best.
Yeah.
What are we here if not to make the players throw?
Absolutely nothing can distract him. Not even us going on about his handsome beard.
All these players nearing transition, except for Euro Kriska, who is, of course, already at level 14.
Yeah, 331,000 to MJ's 215, but about 60 lines differential between them now. So MJ, he's at really great pace, like 227 for under 100 level 100 line transition. Very good scoring right now. But
Yeah,
Euro
we're
Kriska,
looking at probably a 250 transition for MJ.
easily.
And Hepta's past transition with a bit of a lower score at just over 200,000, but that's definitely not going to be a huge factor overall, especially seeing as Gunter is at a very similar pace.
Nice tuck there by MJ, keeping that stack nice and clean here as he looks for his last Tetris before transition. Euro Kriska, meanwhile, already sitting on level 16 with 393,000 points to MJ's 239.
MJ is, however, like 70 lines back.
Bit of a drought there. He has to take that triple. Not what he wanted, but he's still got 2 Tetrises banked.
We've also got a transition from Gunter here at 200,000.
Wow. Hepta with a slight lead, though, 228,000. Bringing this with this Tetris, it'll bring it back up to 243,000. Nothing Gunter can't handle. He's going to fire back with this Tetris of his own. Very optimal stacking from all players right now. The tucks where they need to go and just keeping that well open as best they can. And it's working out really well for them. Really respectable scores right now. We got Euro Kriska's fan base coming out of the woodworks to support him. He's got probably one of the largest fan followings, second only to Blue Scooty. But yeah, he's a really heavy hitter in Germany, and it shows. He has, again, 200 max outs, over 200 max outs under his belt at this point. So this is just another day at the office for him.
And it is possible to max out the game with the 300 line cap that we are using for these competitions. It is very difficult, very unlikely, but all of the players most able to pull that off are in the top 8 right now. In fact, Hepta and Euro Kriska being reported to have gotten such scores.
Euro Kriska transitioning at around 497,000 points there into level 20 already. MJ, meanwhile, on level 12.
Yeah. MJ does have a really respectable pace going on right now, though, so we can definitely give Kriska a run for his money. But yeah, Kriska transitioned past that 500k barrier, which is exactly where you want to be. He's on point. Meanwhile, downstairs, Hepta with a bit of a lead, 313,000 to Gunter's 291. Almost a 10 line differential between them it's coming up to. But Hepta just pushing out Tetris after Tetris. Meanwhile, Gunter's still got to break that 300k transition there.
Euro Kriska going for Tetrises at level 20. Nice center well there.
Ooh, MJ making some questionable tux decisions, but he's clears out with that Tetris there. Giving it out as he goes along. 370,000 now, level 14.
And he's been playing very well, so he does have a little bit of burning to work with.
Yeah, for his first game, very clean play from MJ overall. Kriska fast approaching 600k. Going for those center well Tetrises again. Has to opt for the triple, though.
Meanwhile, down on the bottom, still very neck and neck, especially considering lines here. We've got Hepta with 357,000 to Gunter's 326, but about 12, 13 lines between them.
Yeah.
Gunter fires really back with a Tetris, bringing him up to 344.
Beautiful.
Euro Kriska passing the 600k mark at close to 250 lines.
50 lines to go. We might need a photo finish on this one, so our referees, we can get ready for that. This is definitely going to be the chase down of MJ's life, though. It's only his first match. See Kriska's heart rate jumping up now. He wants to push it into 700k. Totally doable.
If we had a heart rate monitor on MJ, we'd see that he's at about 3 beats per minute right now.
He says, nope.
Ooh, some rough placements from Euro Kriska. Gonna take some fast tapping to get out of that.
Oh,
it's
and
not
he
good
does
enough.
top out 636,000. MJ gonna need 637 in order to take the first win.
MJ might set up for a dirty touch. He's got to take him where he can get him now. He's still got a lot of lines to cover, though. Can use
it's not a sure thing by any means, but it is very doable.
Yeah, especially in competition and getting in the 600-700Ks. That's top tier level players, but MJ is one of our best.
That J piece, much appreciated by MJ here. He's near unblocking as well. With that, Jay, he will unblock.
Downstairs, we got Hepta approaching the level 20 transition, almost with 500k points, 483 to Gunter's 438, who's in a bit of a jam. Got to burn it out. He's feeling the pressure right now, but he does open it out with those nice skims. He's got his well open.
Hepta's not taking any risks, bringing things down for level 20, knows he doesn't have to play too aggressive here.
Beautiful cleanup from Gunter there. 467 with that Tetris.
Absolutely. He gambled blocking as well, and he definitely won that bet.
Yep. A drought would have been bad news.
You'll also notice upstairs Euro Kriska naming his game after MJ, a little respectful nod. It's something we like to do in this community.
Yeah, these players have been in almost every tournament, if not every tournament together, so they definitely have a lot of history going on, and they know what's at stake with this one, but neither one is going to let off the gas.
Hepta is in level 20, throwing down the pieces.
I believe that's our Euro Kriska has our first 600k of the day, so congratulations, Euro.
And Gunter transitioning with 498,000 here.
Right on the cusp of that 500. Beautiful.
MJ still chasing down that 637, currently sitting at 511,000.
Yep. Oh, had to opt for that triple. That double long bar worked against him. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's the worst. Some safety burns. Tetris ready again.
Both players downstairs in level 20. Gunter with a bit of an awkward board. He has some pieces to catch up, but is still in competitive pace here.
Could go for the center well Tetris, but he might just stop to clean it up. Even though he's behind in the lines, he still has to utilize what he can. He's cleaned it up very nicely, though. Very efficient play from Gunter this whole time.
Oh, a misdrop on that T-block by MJ could spell disaster there. Robbed him of a Tetris.
Yep. Cleaned it out nicely with that double, though. He's still got to do a lot of burning to get that back under control if he wants to get Tetris ready again.
Still got 100,000 to go, almost.
Yep. Just less than 70 lines to do it. We've seen him clutch it out like this before, though, so it's not uncharted territory for him.
Meanwhile, down on the bottom here, only 20,000 points between these two players. Hepta sitting with 550,000 to Gunter's 527.
Yeah, they're getting close to the wire, too. Less than 50 lines for Hepta to go. Again, judges will need that photo finish for this one, it looks like.
Yeah, and that Tetris for Hepta is going to be huge here. Ready for another one. Gets the bar, crosses the 600 line.
Second of the day, 605 to Gunter's 543. Gunter's setting up nicely, though. Will he get the long bar? Oh, bad timing. But he can still be in it. He's got to burn out a couple more. Still has more than 50 lines to go.
Running out of time to catch up here. There's two Tetrises between them.
He's going to have to play a little bit more aggressive, getting closer to that 300 mark if he can. He's
just in trouble.
Yeah, he's
not able to deal with
out at 611. So that is the score to beat for Gunter.
Gunter does need a 612. Of course, MJ still chasing down that 637, sitting at 567 right now.
Gunter is going to score a little. It's not quite enough to chase down by lining out.
No, he's got to start taking the risks, but he wants to get it clear first. Sometimes you just got to do that reset and then bang out the Tetrises at the last minute, which we've seen him do in competition. But can he get that magic happening again?
It's also what MJ is trying to do here, is not able to get things quite clear enough.
Yeah.
MJ getting some bad RNG there. Yeah.
That's going to help, though.
Does manage to work it out, though.
There is
a 300 line cap, Richard.
Yep. And MJ fast approaching it now, less than 20 lines to go.
Oh, Gunter does top out at 573, giving Hepta the point.
Wow. Very clutch game from both players on the bottom. GG's.
MJ running out of time. There is room. He only needs a bit over a Tetris.
10 lines to do it.
Does decide to set up for it. We'll see if he can get the line piece here.
Will we get a drought? Oh no, he's opting for the double. He's still ready.
That hole is rough.
Oh no. And he blocks it off with a dependency.
Gets the bar.
Gets the bar. Drops it in.
And
that brings him to 625. Just needs a little more.
Oh, I don't know if that double would do it.
And
he does top it out.
Oh, so close.
Doesn't get any closer than that. Right down to the wire.
625,000.
Admiration from Gunter wholeheartedly to MJ. That was a hell of a battle he fought there.
Ooh.
This is what we love to see in these competitions. The top players just banging it out every single time.
Only 11,000 points short there.
Wow. Yep. Giving his props to
Oof.
Chris and the score, respectively.
It's gonna be a relief to go back to level 9 for a bit after
Yeah.
that. Wow, I need a heart rate monitor.
Very nice games. If all players are ready, we'll get the thumbs up going on.
Don't see a Hepta on screen right now, so we might need to wait a second for Hepta to get back. Oh,
yeah.
we saw an Akatu.
Yep. That's.
You can't sub in for him.
No.
Yeah, sometimes players ask, do we really need to have a camera? And we reply, oh, it's not because it's nice to see the players and that it's more engaging to watch and all these other positive reasons. It's because you never know what other super high level Tetris player might be able to just come by your house and switch out for you.
Yeah, I think in Finland it definitely should be mandatory. There's just too many of them.
Too many good players per capita.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's on the Finland's Wikipedia page, max outers per capita.
How many max outers they have nationally?
There we go.
Yeah, Germany
and we got
too.
thumbs up from everybody there, so we can get this next round started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Tetris.
Gunter is the odd one out here in terms of scoring. All these players are max outers. From level 9 starts, we've got Euro Kriska coming in highest there with a 2.3 million, which was a world record for a time. MJ, no slouch either, with a 1.3. And Hepta, right in between those with a recently acquired 1.4. So Gunter's score potential is quite a bit lower, but as we've seen, he's been able to fight above his weight class quite a bit and is a former world champion. So I'd say that balances off in the clout situation.
It just goes to show, like I said, even newer players to the scene, anybody, picking up the game, if you can get that consistency and get it down, you do stand a chance in a competitive sense, even against the most highest ranked players every time. Like Gunter this is his, I think, third time in the top 8, if I'm not mistaken. And he's just shown that, like I say, you don't have to even be a max out player just to hold your own against these top dogs. So we got,
will it be enough in the rest of this tournament?
MJ upstairs with a weird tuck situation going on there, very high up. This might spell disaster. And it will be an early top up from
DISASTER.
Yeah, 16,000. That will give the point to Kriska, who is 79,000. Euro Kriska, you can top out at your leisure. Yeah. Shocking. Ugh.
MJ's gonna have to pull a reverse sweep.
Normally we have players who are disappointed in themselves. Kriska's like, MJ, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to be pwning me here. What are you doing? But no, hey, again, it just shows every player, one misdrop, and that can take you out. So you really got to dial it in.
I think I saw MJ's heart monitor there increase to at least 6.
Your Kriska says, no, wanted to be able to play that game out.
So downstairs, we got just a score update. Gunter with 86,000, who have to 76,000, less than 5 lines between them going forward after this. So they're neck and neck. And if the players up top, once they're ready, we'll get a thumbs up and we'll get their next game going.
MJ naming his file, yep. We feel that if both players up top are ready there. MJ getting himself in the zone, psyching himself up. They can get started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. MJ, of course, he was trying to give himself the psych out that he needs, so he set himself up here for a reverse sweep.
Yep, that's just his style. Olste saying MJ is coming back.
Down at the bottom there, Gunter with an excellent pace here, sitting at 126,000 before even hitting 50 lines.
So as we saw this match, again, you don't really have to be a godlike Tetris player to compete in these competitions. And I'll throw a link in the description there. We do have a Discord, so we do monthly competitions, we do a league, we do all sorts of fun challenges. Like I say, if you're new to the scene, we'll help you out. We'll help you get set up, and you too can play against these top level players and get your best Tetris game going on if you want to tread new waters with that.
And those are available to anyone. Our league especially is a really good place for players of all skill levels because we have sort of lower, intermediate, and high level divisions. So there's definitely room for everyone. Nice T-spin there for Hepta. Yes, Hepta is at 138,000 points at 55 lines against Gunter, who's at 175,000 points at 66 lines. Both players doing really fantastic. MJ is still way back at 19 lines with that game that started a little later and 60,000 points. Euro Kriska already at 120,000 points at 40 lines.
Yeah, not shying away from those dirty Tetrises where he can take them. It definitely pays off. MJ with a dicey board again, but he's being really careful with it down to the wire like this, not to get those last second top outs by making risky choices.
Hero Kriska getting to 50 lines with 146,000 is on pace for a potential 300k transition.
Wow. Down below, still pretty much neck and neck, Gunter and Hepta. Hepta's 165k to Gunter's 190, slight lead there, but is a little bit ahead on lines with about a 10-line differential between them. Hepta fires back with 177,000, bringing it back up. And as they mentioned in the chat, in our friendlies, competitions, tournaments, we do allow things like emulators and different things where you can use different play styles. Akatu is one of our rollers through emulators, so we do allow that in the friendlies competitions and our Discord championships. This one is an official hardware one because it is through CTWC, so that's the regulation on this. But yeah, for all different play styles, again, if you're just getting into it, you can start with different variants of that. Crazy center well.
Yeah, that board is looking a little scary. It's looking a lot safer now, but it still needs that bar.
Yeah, that drought is not doing him any favors. Clears it out like a champ, though. Very efficient skims and burns going on there. MJ still looking pretty dicey high up. He's got a dirty Tetris awaiting him as his reward if he can surpass this this drought and these bad RNG sequences coming up.
That S block will get his well opened up again there. We'll
Yep.
see if he can get the line bar to capitalize on it.
I think he's almost at that was almost a 40-piece drought there. Work out. Blocked in a lot of spots.
Hero Kriska's transition around 240,000.
Yep.
Gunter's around 230,000 there.
Yep. Hepta's with a 222k Again, not too far behind Gunter, only a 5-line differential between them. This is really anyone's game at the bottom. Almost a simul Tetris going on. MJ and Kriska really working out these digs. Kriska doing a little bit more of an efficient job with them, but MJ's RNG and drought situation has not been in his favor at all this game. He's really contending, especially with this clutch game.
Yeah, he's committing to that T-spin.
Yep. Can't do it for too long, though, but he does get it.
That would be nice in modern Tetris right there.
Yep. Still getting those ZS bursts through and through. Kriska really taken out, I think the majority, at least 70 or 80% of his Tetrises this game have been dirty Tetris or center well Tetrises. This goes to show that improvisation can take you a really long way in these competitions.
We've been seeing some cheering for all these players in the chat, some cheers for MJ, the French division cheering for Gunter, Euro Kriska obviously with fans, and Hepta as well.
Yeah, they've all got their respective clout, and rightly so. These are all seasoned players. Ooh,
Up
MJ.
top, we've got Euro Kriska there, blazing past 300,000 points here. MJ sitting at 125,000. MJ's gonna need to clean up this board and put in some work if he wants to start this reverse sweep here.
Yeah, Euro
Yeah,
Kriska
it's
is
gonna
not
help a lot.
holding back. Below, we got Gunter passing the 300k barrier at level 13, 311,000 to Hepta's 294, who also gets a Tetris, bringing it up to 309. Neck and neck pretty much in this entire game. It's really difficult to see who's going to take this one at this point.
But you're definitely on really solid pace if you can get to 300,000 before 130 lines.
MJ is just getting whooped here with this RNG and these high stack digs. He's really got to get this under control. He's got a bank Tetris in the bottom. If he can just clear it out, the right skims possibly. He's getting.
But they make some nice adjustments. Got the T-spin.
That Tetris will help him bring it down so he can get his sequence back in order.
Gunter firing back with the Tetris as well. MJ finally crossing the 100 line barrier, having a struggle game with this 146 score.
Not what you want to see for that reverse sweep, that's for sure. But again, we've seen MJ do some miracle things.
Euro Kriska here sitting at 371,000 points at 175 lines, on a great pace there as he heads towards level 20.
And solid center well Tetris play all across the board from Euro Kriska. I don't think there's been nary a moment where he's not been Tetris ready, even with these questionable piece sequences here. Skims him out like a champ.
He is a little lower in terms of pace, but still really solid. And, you know, when your opponent is having such a struggle game, you don't really need to have 400,000 points at level 17.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is dangerous for Euro Kriska.
He's getting dicey.
He's been known to get out of crazy situations like this, but it is scary.
No, and that will be a top out. 386,000, it looks like. So 387 is what MJ's going for, and he's just into level 11 speed, so he can definitely pull it off if he plays his cards right. Doesn't even have to play too super aggressive. He's got all the way till 300 lines to do it. He'd be methodical enough. He's setting up a couple strategical tucks. Clear out his garbage. Down below, we've got Gunter, who's just past the 400k barrier, brings a Tetris for up to 426,000 to Hepta's 466k.
And
Only
Hepta,
5 lines separating them.
Hepta, if you were watching a hit 400k back at level 15.
Wow. Yeah, easily set up for a 500k transition. Gunter getting a little bit of garbage going on here. He's got to clear out again. He really needs that point.
MJ finally clearing his board pretty much here.
Yep.
Ready to set up anew and head towards that 387,000 points.
Yep. Should be no problem for him.
Yeah, it's not confirmed yet, but it's not too scary of a score.
No.
Hepta knows they're on a good pace, does not need to push it too hard, takes a few singles, gets 500,000 at 190 lines.
Very respectable transitional score from Hepta. Gunter's got to catch it up, and he's in still a bit of a dig situation similar to last game. Let's see if he can get out of it better this time. Nice skim. That L piece. Gonna do him some favors here.
And Gunter into level 20 at 469,000 points. Hepta following suit at 516.
MJ having to burn out a little bit here. Is going to need to get rid of that garbage before he can get his well opened up again.
Oh, and a missed drop from Gunter. Oh, and then level 20, and he will top out at 478, giving the match to Hepta.
Gunter now on match point here against Hepta. Will need to reverse sweep, so we're looking at the same thing top and bottom, where the left side player has 2 points and the right side player has 0. Oh, and MJ does top out, giving Euro Kriska the win.
Oh, rough for MJ. Congratulations to you, Kriska. Hard fought, yes. Hard fought.
Yep.
MJ bowing, saying, I'm sorry. Sorry, I couldn't give you better competition.
Wanted MJ to win. He's been playing in these competitions since literal day one, since the founding of this whole community. So he played his heart out, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles with these tournaments. GG's though, MJ.
Could use a cookie right now.
Definite GG's to MJ, and congratulations to Euro Kriska. We will see you in the semifinals. But for now, let's see who that will be against. Gonna zoom in on the bottom players here. Hepta's rocket going off. Gunter gonna need a reverse sweep in order to stay in this competition. Taking a nice, well-deserved vape break there before his next round.
Ain't no thing.
I mean, I'm vaping most of the time that I'm commentating, so...
Just take the text, take a quick vape, no biggie. It's only the World Championship. But he's already won it, so he's like, another day at the office.
That's right. And you can see his Super Nintendo controller there. Gunter, of course, using a Super Game Boy as well. And he is ready. Hepta, can we get a thumbs up? Hepta is ready. They can start off their next round in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Tetris. Gunter, go, go, go from Miss Purpley. In fact, Gunter does need to go, go, go to stay in this.
Yeah. But again, we've seen those reverse sweeps from him. It's nothing new. He's already got the contentment knowledge that he's already taken this thing once. So if he can do it again, it's just an added bonus to his already impressive repertoire of competition play.
Yes, Gunter, known competitor in the Game Boy scene and the NES scene, and an organizer for events like the CTWC Paris Regional. Definitely a talented and valuable member of the community.
Yeah, Gunter definitely the underdog coming into this 14th seed, but managed to get into the top 8.
Ooh, nice square tuck setup from Hepta. Hepta with the square tucks. I never see those. Hepta always does. Players pretty much tied right now.
Very nice sloping pattern from Hepta. Very clean. Exactly what you want to see. Not too much trouble from either player starting out the gate. Nice calm Tetris game.
Yeah, both players playing it slow and careful. Hepta trying to clinch this victory here. Gunter, of course, trying to fight for his tournament life here. I'm loving the synthwave music mixed with the analog static of Gunter's playfield. It's giving me a big nostalgia rush.
Nintendo Wave.
Welcome to CTWC GB 1995.
Sponsored by Blockbuster Video.
No.
Yeah, I think Gunter actually, there was an issue with his game and he actually had to rent it from the video store.
Building himself out a bit of garbage there. He's going to need to clear that out. This could give Gunter the opportunity he's looking for to build a bit of a lead if he can get his well unblocked. And with that S-piece, Gunter back in a scoring position here. Hepta almost there, just needs that last long bar to get it out.
Got some awkward pieces, has to take a hole in the stack, but sometimes it's just what you gotta do, and Hepta slams down that Tetris, still in the lead. Always fun to see double tucks.
I'm trying to wonder what that book is that he's balancing on. It looks like Rem is, just a quick Google search, it looks like that's a Finnish author for such books as Pakalakoraja and Operation Codebreaker, Operation Black Cobra, and Operation Ocean Emerald.
And Operation Anchor the Game Boy on the Table.
His most notable works.
Yeah, and again, that mirror is set up in front of Hepta. That allows Hepta to optimize tapping location without having to worry as much about the ergonomics of looking at the screen. And it also allows Hepta to essentially play with NES rotations, because the Game Boy rotations are a mirror of the NES rotations. So if you mirror it again, it's basically using the NES.
If you don't have to think about it, then you don't have to adjust your playstyle too much there. You can just go as you normally would, and it's not an issue. Nice burn with that triple there open.
We heard you like mirrors, so we decided you could mirror while you mirror.
MJ in the chat, every J piece is an L for Hepta. Hopefully not an L for this competition.
Definitely taking L's with some of these pieces. That's a nasty dig, but it's still early game and they're pushing through.
Gunter keeping it really clean over there. Quickly filling that long bar dependency, getting Tetris ready.
Gunter building up a little bit of a lead here, sitting at 121,000 compared to Hepta's 98,000. And actually behind by 5 lines, so with the pace lead and the score lead.
Hepta looking much safer. I would have topped out like 20 lines earlier. Hepta finally crossing the 100,000 mark. Makes the adjustment. And is finally getting back down towards the bottom, and we will see whether they go for a slightly dirty setup for the aggression, or if they will try and dig all the way to the bottom first.
Yeah, really interesting tuck situation over there for Gunter. Not sure how he's gonna. So maybe set up for a dirty Tetris later on down the line, or just clear it out. Too many options going. Will he go for the dirty dependency? Nope. Just gonna go for a regular dirty. Tetris ready with that, and right in the nick of time.
Ooh, that's a fun Tetris.
Oh yeah.
Oh, a nice dirty Tetris there for Gunter. 169,000 here compared to Hepta's 107.
Yeah, Gunter's still on track for a 200,000 transition. Hepta having a bit of a suffer game, but has plenty of lines with which to make up that deficit.
Sid Montague in the chat asking what the difference between the two rotation styles are. The broad strokes of it is that Game Boy Tetris, as opposed to NES Tetris, does favor bias to the left on symmetrical pieces. So the L block, or the I block rather, is going to bias to the left when you rotate it. So you want to have a left well.
And what's this coming in? I'm getting something in my notification, my ears here. It is Richard Wolf's birthday today. Well, happy birthday in the chat.
Happy birthday, Richard Wolf.
Yeah, now we, the commentators, are all gonna sing happy birthday to Richard Wolf.
No, not.
And a 1 and a 2.
So anyways, back to the score. We got Gunter with 197,395 to Hepta's 132,252. Very high up on Hepta's side, but he clears it out with that Tetris. Thanks, so I don't have to sing.
Yeah, Hepta getting back into scoring here. Not getting great pieces for it, but able to handle it.
I love Gunter's classic Tetris stance, looking like he's giving me my quarterly evaluation review at the company. Now, your commentation is good, but it needs a bit of work, Andrew. So let's try to work on that for the future.
We were talking about the boards earlier, and Gunter, of course, sitting on the Tetris board of directors here.
Not looking pleased at all.
Is, however, pleased with that lead that he's accumulated here, about 40,000 points, and behind by 10 lines, so he's got a major pace lead going on here.
Yeah. 222 is a fabulous transition for that, especially if he wants that reverse sweep.
Gunter playing it slow, playing it calm, and keeping it efficient. Setting up for that nice little L tuck there.
You can't relax too much because Hepta is known for being able to keep the heat on as the game reaches the later stages, so Gunter definitely glad to be getting these Tetris.
The heat, of course, being generated by that lamp that is on his Game Boy.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not smoke coming from his wrists, getting singed. That doesn't look like an LED lamp.
Both players sliding down a Tetris here. Gunter sitting at 265,000 to Hepta's 246. Hepta's kind of bringing that score lead down a little bit, closing the gap.
He is 15 lines ahead, now 10.
Now only 2,000 points behind, is of course 14 lines ahead though. Rizara saying, Hepta, we believe in you. Retro
Nice,
Cabeza saying,
that was
go Gunter.
Burn. I have to having to do a little work here. Gunter looking nice and tidy if you can get that well clear again. Have to finally bring this back down. Players tied neck and neck.
Absolutely. Hepta actually with a minor lead starting to develop.
Yeah. Bit of a situation going on in Gunter's screen. He's going to have to block out that portion that he really needs to clear out.
Oh, there's about to be a speed boost at level 15 as well. Or, no, it might be at level 16 rather.
Nice micro adjustment there by Gunter to clear it out as he needs. He's still not out of the woods yet. Really got to bring it back. Clear that out, get that.
That J block is going to do it, unlocking as well and giving him a Tetris there, bringing him back into scoring position with 330,000.
And welcome Raid from Classic Tetris League.
Welcome everybody. This is our third World Championships for CTWC GB Tetris Top 8 Finals.
And that is not Tetris World Championships Great Britain. That is in fact Game Boy. Ooh, Hepta's in a situation.
Dicey board from Hepta. Got to really clear that out, and he does, and he gets the long bar to bring it back down with that
and another
double Tetris.
Oh, that will be huge.
Hell of a play.
Oh, that keeps them in it. Arbaro saying, but is there a CTWC GB? Whoa, what a... That's crazy.
Maybe.
Hepta there looked like he was done, but now he's just chilling at the bottom of the stack. Setting up his well again.
So again, big thanks to CTWC for once again hosting our third annual World Championship here. If you do want to support, you can buy one of the t-shirts for CTWC GB. It's what we rock as our swag. Really makes you fly individual when you're competing on camera like this.
Both players neck and neck here, sitting at 424,000 apiece.
And if you like what you're seeing, we do have a Discord, and that's where you go to get involved in tournaments just like this one, or our league, or our more casual, semi-regular tournament.
It's in the chat there, and also the bottom right of the screen, the tinygirl.com/GB-Tetris.
Hepta at the top speed now at level 20. He's throwing down these pieces. Our players neck and neck in terms of score.
Yeah, really close game this entire day from these two players.
Hepta had a struggle start, but really pulled through in the mid game.
Nice Tetris from Gunter going almost into level 20 transition with this line. That'll do it. Very close to 500k transition. perfect as to where he wants to be. He's got all the room he needs to get a very high score against Hepta.
Gunter with a definite pace advantage here and the score advantage for now, but we have seen that flip-flop misdrop there on that J piece by Hepta.
Yep. Not doing him any favors with that. He's really got to work to clear it out. Oh, in this piece sequence, the long bar helped him out.
Oh, that was awesome.
Nice burn decisions there.
Those 2 T blocks are going to bring him back down to a manageable state.
Yep.
I love seeing a board in dire condition and watching a player bring the board back into a good state so quickly like that. That is just fun to watch.
No problem for these players. And a last-second decision for that T-piece tuck there from Hepta as he goes into the 500K.
This is aggressive.
Wow. With
that
the Tetris at the bottom.
Does bring him up to 532,000, now 538 against Gunter's 517.
He's still 20 lines behind, though, so he's really got to keep up this momentum. Gunter stacking up his slope there, taking out those safety burns. Wants to wait for just the right moment for his next Tetris. Still got all the way till 300 lines to do it.
Although with the way Hepta's playing, you can only be so careful.
Yep. Once the other player dials up that aggression at the last minute, you got to keep up.
Tetris is here, of course, worth a quarter of 100,000 points.
Hepta less than 50 lines to go. Let's see if that aggression holds up as he waits for this long bar. Oh, and has to opt for the triple there. 556,000 to Gunter's 530,000. Gunter in a situation, has to clear this out. Gets it with the long bar. Clears it on the left side. Really got to work now. Oh, beautiful last second adjustments with that skim and the double. He's almost out. And he is out. He's got his well open. He needs to go for those Tetrises, though, or at least start.
600's coming soon, and that should... No, one more triple would bring it into the 600,000 range.
Another misdrop from Gunter. Still working really methodically to clear these out. Not having any problem. Double long
Plenty of lines with which to catch up, but he'll have to really put the gas on.
Yep.
And with that, Hepta going over the 600,000 mark. Now 625 with that Tetris to Gunter's 550,000. Hepta really putting down the pedal in this final third of the game. Another Tetris bringing him to 652. 100,000 points.
Oh, that's
up for the double. This drought is killing Gunter right now, and he's gonna top out at 555, giving the point to Hepta for this match.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Hepta.
We will see you in the semifinals.
Congratulations to our former world champ Gunter. Hell of game. Very clutch play from your end there.
Yeah, definitely well played there, Gunter. Unfortunately, Hepta just putting on that gas pedal in that final third of the game. We will be right back with the semifinals.